everyone, I am Arooj. I am a lead teacher of playgroup at Preschool Montessori School in Lahore. I am really thankful to Ms. Amanda for giving me an opportunity to talk with you about my teaching practices in a Montessori classroom. I have been working in the different well-known schools of the city for more than 8 years. I am immensely passionate about my job and enjoy working with the young learners in a Montessori setup. If I talk about my school campus, the area of the place is about 8 kilas. The facilities being provided by the school includes the facilities in the Montessori section includes an auditorium, 2 big libraries, a music room, a dance room, a kitchen, multiple play areas, a large bird aviary, and a big ground for the sports. In our Montessori section, we have 3 levels. Each level has 8 to 10 classes, and each class has about 25 to 30 students with a lead teacher, an assistant teacher, and a caretaker. If I talk about the teaching practices, my teaching practices in the classroom, I truly promote the student-centered learning environment. As I am dealing with the youngest level, that is playgroup, I believe that the learning environment plays an important role in the development of the child's interpersonal and intrapersonal skills. I really feel myself more energetic and more enthusiastic while working with the young learners. I play with them, I sing with them, and I be with them in their learning journey. I love them wandering and exploring the new things, the little stuff, and experiencing the practical life. I truly appreciate diversity in my classroom. The culture of my classroom supports the student-centered learning environment. I promote diversity, and the teaching strategies which I mostly follow includes the communicative approach. I also support the station learning in my classroom. I believe that active learning station encourages students to learn through project-based and play-based learning activities according to their interest area. The culture of my classroom promotes students' agency. The student agency means that the students have their voice, choice, and ownership of their own learning. I believe that if the students have learning agency, the relationship between a teacher and students become a partnership. Every day, my students reinforce the concept, the moral value that they can do anything they want to do, which helps them to boost their confidence in their inner capabilities. I always try to make a strong bonding with my students in order to make them feel that they belong to this culture. In every academic session, for about first 2 weeks, I try to spend enough time to have a strong bonding with each of my students. But this year, I decided to have a strong bonding with the parents as well in order to know my students more closely and thoroughly. In my class, every year, I have few students who are at the risk of the marginalization and coming up with some sort of impairments. It's my responsibility to make sure that these students also learn in a comfortable environment. As my school promotes inclusive education, so in order to be more productive in my job, I have completed several certifications, which includes the certification in Montessori education, certification in autism, in STEM education, and also the postgraduate diploma in educational leadership and management. It's my responsibility to create a culture in the classroom which encourages each and every student to participate energetically and enthusiastically in daily based classroom activities. So I always try to collaborate with the parents as well in order to discuss their child's academic behavior as well as the moral and social, emotional and other aspects of the child's learning. But the most challenging part which I normally face is when I talk to the parents of a child who is at the risk of the marginalization, but the parents are not willing to accept the fact that their child has some special needs and their child's needs are not like the others. Convincing the parents to pay more attention towards their child's growth is a very challenging part of my job. If I talk about the different fundamental theories of the child development, most of them are quite relatable to my practical scenario in my class. So let's take the example of the Piaget's 4 stages of the child cognitive development. As my students are mostly of the age 3 to 4, so my students fall under the second stage of Piaget's cognitive development, that is pre-operational stage. I totally agree with the concept of animism in the young learners, but I do not agree, or maybe I have a reservation that at this level, according to the Piaget, at this level, children normally do not have the problem solving skills. According to the Piaget, the children aged between 2 to 7 years, they only think symbolically and they do not think logically. But I do believe that in my class, students have their problem solving skills as well. I also promote and totally agree with the concept of positive reinforcement presented by P.F. Skinner. But according to the school policy, in our school, we have zero tolerance policy against any type of punishment. So there is no concept of negative reinforcement in my culture. In our school, we aim learners' full potential within the local and the global community based on the principle of justice, liberty and dignity for all. We want our students to be knowledgeable, open-minded, caring and responsible citizens. We also promote international mindedness in our students. Our curriculum is very comprehensive and well designed and well aligned with the single national curriculum provided by the provincial government of Pakistan. In our curriculum, we follow the 6 disciplines, that is language and literacy, mathematical development, knowledge of the world around us, creative development, personal, emotional, social development and physical education. All these disciplines are well integrated throughout the curriculum framework. We follow 4 transdisciplinary themes for the playgroup out of the 6. And these themes are who we are, how we express ourselves, how we organize ourselves, and how the world works. Projects are designed for each central idea against all these 4 transdisciplinary themes. Against each central idea, we have several lines of inquiry. The lines of inquiry further explains the central idea and define the scope for inquiry. We have a very comprehensive but informal assessment policy for the Montessori level. For the assessment, we assess the child throughout the year by using the simple assessment tools, which includes the anecdotal notes, observation logs, checklists, rubrics and the learner profiles. In the end, I want to say that being a mother myself, I know that every parent wants the best for the child. But according to the educational experts, the first 5 years of the child's brain development has a significant and lasting impacts on his future life, and as well in the transition of the child's phase into the adulthood. I hope that this has been helpful in giving you an insight into my teaching practices. Thank you.